another day, another walk, and it's as usual, just just another walk in the same area as yesterday, since there's other things to do. Today it's a Sunday, and I plan to, be out and enjoy some free time. So, going to the downtown area later on, and that's why I don't have enough time to take you to a new place. But this will do for today. And as usual, we can talk about anything you folks suggest or say. In these first minute or two, there's commercials, so not much that I want to mention in the first minute or two. But just was wondering, how was your day? What you've been up to? How's the weekend going? And hopefully you're having nice sunny weather like it is here. Yesterday we had a talk with a lot of people from different parts of the globe, and one topic in particular was the main one, and I just thought we could continue it a little bit, as it was an important topic yesterday, and so we could just mention a few more things about it. Okay, hello, we already have a chat number. Hello, thank you for joining us. LK Gaming, and Taco also says hi. Hello back. Hope you're having a great day, folks. It's a nice day here, pretty sunny, and it's in the AM at the moment, but yeah, for you guys it might be nighttime depending on where you're joining in. Where are you from? Asks LK Gaming. So this is the capital of Serbia. It's like Serbia is a Balkan nation, so it's Europe, Eastern Europe, and I'm not in the downtown area. This is like not the outskirts, but thereabout. So here it's 8 a.m. or maybe a bit later. Yeah, 8:30. Okay. So yeah, how you folks doing? You having a great time? Here, it's just the start of the day, so we'll see how it goes, but it should be a nice day. Yesterday, the important topic we were talking about, and I think we could just mention it a bit more today, was mental health. And so I was just wondering if we can expand on that. So yesterday we talked about what people do to improve their mental health, because it's one of the important things in our life, health in general. Can you give me redeem codes? Redeem codes for what? I'm not sure what you're asking there, and I'm not sure if I have the codes, but if I do, I can certainly give it. So yeah, we mentioned yesterday for a chat member was asking what they can do to improve their mental health. So people chimed in. We mentioned exercise, activities, swimming, running, going to the gym. I think we mentioned reading and movies. So what else could we add to the list there? What makes your day a good day? I want $1 redeem code for 100 UC. I'm sorry, I don't quite get that. I don't have any codes at the moment, that I know of at least, is that I'm pretty new at this, so I might have them and not know it. So my apologies for that. But how would I get the code that you're asking for? Let me see if I can help there. And so yeah, I mentioned walks as a good way to boost your mood, and especially longer walks in a nice area. Also, runs for people that like running, and there was other things as well, like watching movies, stuff like that. So yeah, feel free to mention things that you like and that boost your mood throughout the day. And I also wanted to mention, like, some things could boost your mood instantly, but then it doesn't improve your overall day. Like, for example, if you eat junk food, you might feel good in that moment, but then after that you might not feel as good. So there's the effective mood boosters and the ones that aren't as effective. So yeah, I'd say physical activity, definitely one of them. Socializing with friends that we like. Well, I guess we have some friends that we don't like, but yeah, with friends, with people you like, that's definitely a mood booster as well. And sorry, here, just need to cross the street. Okay, here we go. So yeah, if anybody wants to chime in there, feel free with any suggestions or any topics that you would like us to cover, other than that. I'd say music can pretty much boost our mood. So finding music that we like, finding new music that we like is even better. LK Gaming asks if I'm married, and yes, I am. I've been married for not that long, but we've been together for quite a long time, like 14 years. So yeah, happily married. Thank you for asking. And that's a common question in the chat, so interesting to see a pattern. We met at university, if that helps. So how about you folks? Are you in a happy relationship? That's a definite big mood booster as well. So being in a relationship helps a lot with your overall happiness, I would say. When you're with someone that knows you well, you share the good and the bad, it's a big help. So yeah, that can be with family, it can be with a partner, anything like that. Mario says, really eat junk food. I try to eat healthy. Because of health reasons, I turned vegetarian, not vegan. I'm also married, happy, 2 kids, married since 2019. Awesome. That's shout out to you, Mario. It's a big win, I would say. And I don't know what's like having the 2 kids and being happily married, definitely a huge win. Cardhebot says, yo, hello there. And yeah, healthy eating, definitely something that helps with everything, really. So boosts your mood, you feel good, and your overall health improves. So yeah, that's hello from Canada says, Merlin. Hello, Merlin. Glad to see you in the chat. Thank you for joining us. And yeah, I was just gonna say, a bit difficult, I guess, sometimes for people who are vegetarian, maybe, to get more protein. So you could, Mario, you could give some advice on how people can do that if they decide to, turn vegetarian. Sarah says sub. Thank you very much for that. Yes, please subscribe if you can. That would help me and the channel a lot, so thank you very much for that. Carty asks, how long have I been walking? Not very long. How long has this live been going? 11 minutes, so yeah, about 15 minutes of walking so far. I will shout you out. I'll be back. Thank you very much, Hardy. We'll be here. And Pab asks, what's the time here? The time is 8:30. Thereabout. It was, 8:40 now. In the AM, obviously, since it's shiny here. And what was I gonna mention? Yesterday had a huge walk. Like, my wife and I walked about 15 kilometers, but not in one set. We were walking, then we would stop for coffee, get some food, things like that, but still a very nice walk. Beautiful day. It felt really nice, a great mood booster. Sorry, just crossing the street. India's time is 12 noon. Okay, so not that, it is a difference, but still you're in the daytime. That's nice. Mario says, one of my hobbies are to cultivate my food. You work out and get food. Yes, I had to study many books before doing that. Decision about going vegetarian. If you grow your own food, the savings are huge. Excellent. Are you from the USA? Asks Mario. No, sorry. We'll just have to wait here to cross the street. So that's a great point, Mario. You save a lot from growing your own food. You don't go to the market that much. Plus, you know what's in the food. You know you're not sprinkling it with pesticides, so very healthy as well. But you could maybe mention, how could people save space? Some people don't have a lot of space or opportunity to grow their food. What could they do towards that? And also, great shout out that you mentioned working out, because that's a very, very important part of a healthy lifestyle. So healthy food plus a workout. Whoa, such lovely greenery. Yeah, so I like this part because there's a lot of greenery all around, and that's why I take walks here, and it's close to where I am. So when I don't have a lot of time, I take a walk here. I'm just gonna cross the street. Asking I missed one question, sorry. There you go. If I'm from the US? No, I'm not from the US. I'm from here, so this is Serbia. I just learned English when I was a youngster, and it just stuck with me. So yeah, that's basically it. No big secret there. So I'm glad you folks are enjoying the background. I'm trying not to walk too fast so that you might be able to see things. But yeah, it's not the most beautiful of neighborhoods here, but it's proximity to where I am, and how it looks is the great combination, I guess, for a walk like this. And I can be away from the road, from cars a little bit, so that helps as well. Now come big stairs, so it's just gonna be a bit harder to keep the angle. It should be something like this, I guess. Is okay. So yeah, I hope you folks in India as well have a lot of greenery in the cities. It helps with the air pollution and keeps the air fresher. So any city that has a lot of greenery is doing something right. And yeah, here there's a big forest in the middle of the city, and I might go on a hike there one day again, and take you guys with me. So that might be fun, and hopefully I can do that maybe next weekend. So yeah, thank you all for joining. We're still going on. If anybody has anything to mention or any kind of question they want to ask or any kind of topic they want to start, we can do that, of course. And if you subscribe, I would be very, very much appreciated of that, as it helps the channel grow. Can we see, like, that's not that many stairs, but there's stairs there as well, and more stairs to come. So yeah, I would also advise, when we talk about walks like these, it's good to go, on a up and down kind of track. It's more beneficial for your cardio, for everything, than just going on a flat area for a walk. That is a tough question. So Mario's answering my question on space and growing your own crops, as that's what he does, and that's great for him. And that is a tough question. When I was in a hard pinch, I once survived with 300 euros a month back in 2010. For those of you that might not know, that's a really, really low wage. Like 300 euros is a little higher than $350, but it's such a low wage, and very difficult to survive that with only that amount for a whole month. I had to hunt promotions by bulk, even stored food below the bed, go less time for groceries. Yeah, okay. I'll just go through your questions and then come back to Mario. LK asks what time, so it's 8:48 at the moment. And Merlin asks, do you know what was there 500 years ago where you're walking? Excellent question, so I'll get to that in a bit. So first, for Mario, great tips for people that want to do that and try to save. And yeah, that's a really miraculous thing that you did, going through the whole month with just 300 euros. That's amazing. Like, well done. Always cooked home meals, definitely no processed cooked meals. Great point. Cooking while you need time to cook, you definitely save a lot of money, and it's much healthier as well. And on the processing, I would mention just that sometimes people think that processed food is bad, and while it usually can be, like ultra processed food is really bad, but some food is minimally processed, and that can be good. Like, for example, eggs you need to process through thermic means, heat it up, because then you get rid of salmonella, and then also you can do the same with like carrots. Fresh carrots give you like vitamin C and fiber, but when you boil them, then you don't get that much vitamin C, but you get beta carotene and vitamin A. So, it can be beneficial. Now, to get back to Merlin's question of what was here 500 years ago, great question. So right here, where I am, there are no excavation sites of the places here, but there were sorry there were a lot of mixtures of civilizations because the country was under the Ottoman Empire for a very long time. So there's that. Then before all of that, there was the Roman Empire that was here. So you get a lot of mixed. Sorry, there's a lot of cars. So yeah, you get a lot of mixed items from all kinds of different parts of history here. Then what did we have? We have a question: why does he look like young Sheldon? I could, I don't know, leave your answer in the comments. I'm not gonna be able to answer that one, but good to know. Good to know. Is that a compliment or as a fact? Did you eat protein? So I made you a vid, says Cardibot. Oh, you did? Awesome. Thank you very much. That I very much appreciate it. Thank you for helping out. Big shout out. So if I eat protein, do you mean the protein supplements? Because sometimes I would get whey protein, and sometimes Cardibot says bye. Take care, Cardibot. Thank you for joining, and hope to see you again soon. And so, yeah, I would say usually if you get enough protein from your food, like chicken and eggs and fish, that's great. But if you're trying to grow and bulk and improve your muscle gains, then probably you'll need a bit more of whey protein. But that just depends on how big you really want to get and your preferences and all that. But usually you could, for usual purposes or for normal people that don't want to compete in bodybuilding, they can get enough protein from food. Mario says by processed, I mean like pizzas and ready-to-eat meals and sandwiches. Isn't in Serbia where you have a pyramid mountain shape? Oh, okay. Are you... Keith asks about circumcision. Okay. And Elke asks my age. So yeah, that would be like ultra processed foods, and those are really unhealthy. So yeah, we would want to avoid those. So yeah, pizzas, burgers, and all that. And as for the pyramid you mentioned, that's in Bosnia. Those, like a mountain with a pyramid shape, and that's where, like, Djokovic mentions that. But yeah, we don't have pyramids here. We have some very, very old civilizations here, like the Vincha civilization, and that's sorry, just gonna switch the road here. So yeah, that's a very old one, and it's not exactly where I'm walking. It's a bit further away, but in Belgrade, in this city, there's a lot of Roman and a lot of things even before the Romans. So the Slavic, this is obviously a Slavic country, so from the Slavic, when there were like Slavic clans and then they left a bunch of stuff here as well. And so for LK asking about my age, I'm 34. I was hesitant there because I was 33 and then I turned 34 just a week ago. So yeah, almost at 33, but yeah, 34. There you go. Merlin says, it is utterly fascinating, the history you told me. I would go looking the nearest river for things of old. Oh yeah, that's definitely something that we can do. And the Vincha thing is near a river. There's a lot of rivers here as well, but they're not that easily accessible sometimes, because there's a lot of mining and things that are done to the rivers that is not that cool, unfortunately. So yeah, a lot of those rivers get used up and dried up, and people don't get to enjoy those rivers that much. But there's like the Danube, which is one of the biggest rivers in Europe, and it passes through here. It passes through the city as well, and it's a beautiful river, really big. It's just that it's not that maintained, as it's not that clean, especially when it goes through the city, unfortunately. Hopefully that changes. Did I take the boosters, asks Mario, and Leon says, hello, I'm back. So about the boosters, we don't take them now, obviously, but there were, when they were out, when there was the whole outbreak and stuff, people did get them. Some people did, some people didn't. I was thinking, I was of the mind that I wouldn't, because I'm quite healthy, I wasn't worried about myself, but because I had family members that were at risk for one reason or another, I felt it was important for me to take the booster to, keep them protected and safe. So that's why I got them when they were, at the pinnacle of that whole thing. Welcome back, Leon. I'm not sick anymore. Glad to have you back here and glad to hear it. So that was a quick recovery. Thank you for joining us. That's really, really cool, and happy to hear you're feeling much better now. You were, sorry, Mario, I didn't quite catch that, so you could repeat that if you like, if you don't mind. Indonesia says simply, Indonesian passport is not written American. Interesting. Yeah, but Indonesia, when you mention it, pretty nice country, I would say, to visit. Like, although I've heard there's a bunch of tourists in Indonesia, and I was just wondering, like, how you guys are doing with that. And do you have an improving situation? Is it preferable for people to come, or maybe not? Let us know. Deceived boosters do more harm, I guess, than good, is what Mario is saying. That could, at the time, we were listening to what the doctors were saying, and that's the only thing that we could go on. So yeah, that's what we did, because I was trying to get more and more informed, but then again, I could never be as informed as the doctor, so I just decided, yeah, I'm gonna listen to what they have to say, and that was my reasoning. And like I said, I had some family members that were in a not good position health-wise. So that seemed like the right thing at that moment. Do you have to work hard? Asks Merlin. Do you like American women? Says Slime. And I'll get to all of your questions. Indonesia says 82. The country and the rest do not have the American country in the list of Indonesia, so simple answer is quite easy. Interesting. Thank you for sharing that. So, do you have to work hard? At my job, at my current job, I used to work really, really hard. Not just because I wanted to, but it was a quite difficult one. It had like 3 shifts as well: morning shift, day shift, night shift, all that. It was quite frustrating. Then I got like an upgrade, switched positions, and now at the moment, like my position doesn't require that much work, although I just don't like the whole job industry that I'm in. So yeah, trying to switch that at some point, hopefully sooner rather than later, but we'll see. Mario asks, what's my line of work? And about the American women, yeah, like, sure. I respect women of all nations and nationalities. That definitely would put American women there as well. Indonesia, of the 190 who agreed to Indonesia, 82 countries, and those who did not agree were 113. Okay, interesting. Yeah, that was nice job, Leon. So that you know. Thank you for letting us know, Indonesia. And my line of work is, unfortunately, I can't disclose the exact industry, but it's safe to say, like, I'm in marketing, and I would love to do something that I know is beneficial for people, or for whatever, people, the planet, however you want to phrase it. But if I know it's not of benefit, I'm then not satisfied with it, and that's why I would want to change it. But it's not that easy, switching jobs, particularly here, because the wages are quite low. I'm in 20 sec here again. Yeah, come back anytime, Leon. We're here. We'll be waiting for you. Thank you. I'm on a 160 care co-op farm. Make money from the forest. You're welcome to come visit immediately, Merlin. Wow, that's amazing. Thank you first for the invite, but that kind of thing. Sorry, just need to cross the street. That kind of thing, working on a farm, like you mentioned, that's amazing. That to me, like, you're active, you're outside, outdoors, and doing something that you know is good for the planet, for the whole planet, basically. So that's an amazing thing, and something like that I could definitely go and do. Welcome back, Leon. Glad to have you. Give a like, says this is for you, Indonesia. Be here. Thank you so much. Thank you for all the likes. It means a lot. And if you don't mind, subscribing also helps me a lot as well. So thank you very much for all of your help and for an active chat. Try to go your way. You just need a good business model with AI tools. You can study one from any company you feel you can mimic. Great point there, and AI can help a lot. So definitely, yeah. I am very much considering things like that, and thank you for pointing me into a great direction. I'd love to explore more on that, and hopefully, yeah, I could switch lanes relatively quickly. You know, in Germany, Leon says, I'm in Germany and I cannot be so good with English. That's fine. Don't worry. That's why I was by Google to see breakfast. Okay, yeah. No worries. But you're still doing pretty well. Like, we can all understand you. Merlin says, I subbed. Thank you very much for the subscription. As always, that's a great boost to the channel. Now I'm going to have breakfast, says Leon. Take care. I don't know how do you say bon appetit in German, but have a great meal. Enjoy your breakfast, and hope to see you again soon. What do you think about... Sorry, just need to cross the street here. There we go. Okay. What do you... Quite loud. Sorry about that. What do you think about the new 6G they are testing on Nectal vessels? Full rollout by 2030. I'm sure a new, bigger thickness could come. Yeah, I'm not sure on that. No idea. Hopefully, we can just hope. It's a way bigger thing than us, so unfortunately nothing we can do about things like that. But hopefully it doesn't happen. And thinking too much about things that we can change can just lead to a lot of frustration. So try not to dwell on it too much if you can't really do much about it. Whoa, some beautiful fences, ironwork, and the stone fence you just passed. Oh yeah. So I'll maybe it's a school, so I don't try and film that much. But yeah, there's a lot of iron fences here, and the stonework, like, see there, a lot of stone. So yeah, masonry and a lot of iron as well. So it's this neighborhood, I think, has a lot of that. So great that you enjoyed it. It's got some nice architecture, but like I mentioned, it's a school. There's some kids here, so I wouldn't film them now. But maybe next time when it's empty, I can show you guys more of that. Subscribe, done. Happy your day. Thank you, Thesis, very much for the subscription. Hope you enjoy your day as well. I'm slowly getting back home, but yeah, thank you so much. Hope you all enjoy the rest of your day or evening, depending on where you are, and hope it's going great so far. That was you say, was it? Bye. I now go. Thank you, Leon, for being here, and I hope to see you again soon. Thank you again. Great seeing you. Sorry, my head is on a swivel just crossing streets. It's good that there's not a lot of cars. Merlin says there would be hills all around you where people threw away garbage for hundreds of years. I would be thinking about those areas. Yeah. So unfortunately, people throw a lot of garbage nowadays, and there's an area, like, for example, there's the forest that I mentioned. That's like the biggest forest in the city. It's very close to here, and that forest has some visible traces of different times. Like just 50 years ago, there was a railway that was going through here, so you can see parts of that railway still in the forest, which that is like not that long ago. And maybe even 60 years ago. But then before that, in like World War One, World War Two, people were running through that area as well. Like the civilians would be running through, the soldiers would be fighting in that area. So there's some monuments to that. And then even older, sometimes people find artifacts, but especially, as you mentioned, it's more on the riverbanks. Like for example, my wife, her family, they have a house, a small house on the Danube River, and her grandfather was just living there, and one day, going by the riverbank, he just stumbled across like a big, I think it was a vase or a vase, however you want to phrase it, and was quite large and quite well intact, and it was very, very old. It was like 1,000-year-old vase, and they got it to a museum. It was a really like a nice event. That happened like maybe 25 years ago that he found it. So yeah, a lot of things to be found for people that are looking to excavate stuff, and could be fascinating for like people that like history. And there's a lot of things to be found in the museums as well, exploring that. It's fun for history buffs. And I mentioned the Roman Empire. There's a lot of because the country is quite small, but there was a lot of Roman generals that came from the country here, not from this city. That city is a bit further south. Oh, we have that friendly. Well, he's a nice doggo, but he's quite a scaredy cat as well. So, I pet him once or twice. He's quite nice, but he's also afraid. So you gotta ease in. Don't want to do that with the phone. Might scare him off. But anyhow, hope you folks had a great time in the video. If you have any other questions or things you want to mention, feel free to do so. I am nearing my end of the destination, and there's a wind picking up, so I'm not sure if you can hear me well. Labresha Chic, sorry if I pronounced that in a bad way. Hello, says hello back. Thank you for joining us and for being part of the chat. Always happy to see someone new as well, and hope you're having a lovely day, and hope that it gets even better from here. I would also like to mention that talking with you folks just gives me a nice boost in the morning as well, and gets me the energy a bit more for the day, and I feel pretty good afterward. Especially like there's a walk, there's a nice talk. It's a good practice, I would say. So thank you for that as well. I appreciate it. So if there are no particular questions, or I'll just wait for, let's say, 20 more seconds, see if anybody wants to mention or say anything, and then if not, I'll just end it here, and we'll be back within a few days. yeah, usually I would have like on the weekend, and then maybe hmm, 2 or 3 times um, on the workday, like through the week, Monday to Friday. If I come home early, I get a come home from work, then I would do a live, and if not, then just on Saturday and Sunday at this time, just so you folks know. So yeah, thank you so far, and we'll be seeing you hopefully tomorrow if I get back early. If not, then maybe Tuesday. So thanks again. Thank you all for subscribing and being part of the chat. See you next time.